crossed 21,000 level and is just reaching to all-time high. If you see the complete bull run in the market, now what we are going to talk about? We are going to talk about whether this is justified or not. How was the quarter three results? Whether it was good or bad, and that is what we are going to talk in detail because current market rally, is it just gone too far or really it is backed up with the fundamentals? That is what we are going to talk in detail. So guys, stay till the end in this video because lot of information, lot of valuable inputs I am going to give you today. So guys, welcome everyone. My name is Tapan Doshi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, just click the below link and do subscribe. So let us talk about market, guys. Talking about market, you see last 2-3 months a complete bull run started in market. Of course, it has gone below 21,000 level at one point. Now it is actually grown much more about that. And what is the reason? The reason is about quarter three result. Yes, last quarter the season's almost ended, and most of the result, I think you can say that 95% of the results are already out. Now talking about result, the result are quite good, and that is what let us talk in detail because if you have to understand is the market current valuation is justified, you just have to see the fundamental of the all the companies result and at the sector wise performance also. So talking about result, guys, just to see which sector has performed well. So if you talk about the currently, if you talk about there are few sectors which has performed very well. So some of the sector which I wanted to tell you is related to first of all is the basically, if you see here, there is a BFSI. So BFSI, and they have done very well. So if you talk about BFSI has almost performed 22% year-on-year growth, okay, against the estimate of 17%. Similarly, auto has registered almost 90% year-on-year growth compared to estimate of 34%. Similarly, if you talk about metal has performed almost 74% year-on-year compared to 25%. And if you talk about all other sectors like aviation sectors and all that, they also perform quite well. So if you talk about which is the best sector which has performed currently, if you talk about the currently the sector which has performed well was automobiles, the best performing sector. Then you talk about any other sector, then yes, you can talk about in detail about metal and all that. But yes, metal is always a cyclical nature. Banks has also performed okay. IT has performed much better than it was expected. Much better than it was expected. So around, if you talk about various sectors, the things are doing well. If you talk about paint industry, yes, it is because the oil little bit gone down, they've done well because they increased the prices. FMCG was an okay, you can say that a quarter, not a great quarter, correct? And that's why I know you can say there is not such a big bull run coming in FMCG sector. Even banks, if you talk about banks as a steady quarter overall, not so bad. Yes, some of the results were okay. Like people were expecting a lot about HDFC Bank, but yes, that was an okay result. But overall, that was if you talk about HDFC Bank, that is much more about public sector bank. This public sector banks has performed very, very well. So overall, if you talk about the complete all the sectors, it is much better result than what was expected. If you talk about Nifty P, it is currently 12-year forward, it is 19.4%, which is quite good, and not so you can say that no on a high valuation. So what is there in store for the next 1 year? Well, I can tell you the things will be much better. Yes, April, May, there will be a general election, which widely expected that Mr. Modi will win, and there will be Modi 3.0. That will be having a big positive for Indian economy. Maybe from June, July, there will be interest rate cut at US level. Earlier, it was expected that that cut will come by March, but I think now because the inflation is inching up at the US level, the this one may arrive at around maybe June and July. Also, yeah. Again, we have to understand here that overall the growth across the world will push up as and when the interest rate will start going down. Okay. And which may happen in coming few quarters. Now, when the interest rate will start going down, I think there'll be a good bull run happening. More than bull run, there will be a good rise in the index because see, the Nasdaq will start performing well. See, at the end of the day, Nasdaq is directly correlated with the interest rate. If they know that interest rate is coming down, all this risk money will flow to the technology stocks, and as a result, many technology stock will do well. For us, for our IT industry, if the interest rate cut happens, then there will be a good economic recovery happening, especially in Europe and USA. And as a result, as we are the biggest exporter of our IT service, we will start do well. So yes, that is one of the dark horse. Another dark horse may be our chemical sector. If you talk about chemical sector, currently due to China problem and again Europe problem, the chemical sector is quite down. Of course, China has a much more better another, you can say, capacity which they are not utilizing. That will have some impact on chemical sector. But yes, if the Europe recovers, I think chemical sector will be another dark horse which may perform in coming few quarters. Talking about banks, currently, if you see, the banks are currently down because of one bank, that is HDFC Bank. Other public sector banks are doing very, very well. So no worries on that part. And currently, the NPA is in a much situation, much more as a reasonable level. It has been well controlled. RBI is controlling the things very well. Actually, in last 2 years, complete banking sector, no, they've removed that bad quality loans. Of course, they've done enough coverage and all that, and now their books is much better. And understand, guys, as an economy grows, no, all this NPA is going to go down. So that is a big positive. And again, the interest rate cut, of course, RBI will follow the Fed. So after Fed, only RBI is going to cut interest rate. But yes, that will do well for banks, that will do good for the real estate sector also, because a lower interest rate will always push a real estate sector. Real estate sector, if you talk about in last 3 quarters, has done exceptionally well. Many of the stocks has performed very well. It has gone at a much higher level. But yes, that is what you have to keep in mind, that real estate sector is a much more sensitive in nature. So if there is a fall in the again there is a rise in the interest rate scenario, real estate sector may go on the other side also. So that you have to keep in mind. But yes, this is one of the sector which is doing well in few quarters, last few quarters. Aviation industry, you can see the Indigo result, exceptional result. I think Indigo is like, creating a new chapter. Most of the people are thinking, oh, the aviation business is not a business to invest. Indigo has literally proven wrong to most of the pundits, and you can say so-called investor community, that they think that, see, aviation is not a sector to invest. The way the Indigo has controlled their business, the way their profit margins are there, the way their operating margins are there, the way they are controlling the cost is something exceptional. So what I'm trying to convey is that yes, aviation is also doing well because of their well structured plan and all that. Some other, I cannot say for other airlines, but yes, at least aviation at the Indigo level, it is doing well. PVR and all that, no media, actually because of the World Cup, and of course because of the good cinema movie hits like Pathan and Donkey, and then Jawan and Animal, and all this has literally brought the media sector up. But yes, things to be seen whether few blockbusters are coming more or not in future. Then only the theaters and all that will will be fully occupied, and stocks like PVR and all that will be benefit a lot. But yes, media is comparatively having a reasonable quarter. So all these things, what I just given few quarters. Yes, I forgot to tell you about hospitality. One is hospitals. Yes, hospitals are doing well after the COVID crisis. Lot many people are taking health insurance, and of course all this because now much more focus is there on healthcare. All these hospitals are getting benefit out, and you can see in last few years also the hospitals stock price has gone up because they are giving a good performance. So yes, hospitality is not hospitality, sorry, hospital is doing well, and it will do well. Now let us talk about hospitality. So many hotels, yes, they've recovered a lot, and they are there in another big upside, it looks like, because now lot of focus is there on the tourism part. If you talk about now Modi government, they are focusing on tourism. Again, if you see the last Sitaraman budget only, no, that in the budget, lot of clauses were there to actually enhance tourism, travel tourism. Of course, travel, all that will help aviation industry. Tourism will help the hotel industry. So hotel industry, yes, some of the stocks have done well, and I think in next few years, the way this government is focused, and maybe this government is going to come on the power, same government, so they will focus on tourism a lot. So yes, tourism will have a fresh legs. So that you have to keep in mind. And also, but yes, now all these sectors are good and everything is good. Now what are the other points you have to keep in mind which may go wrong for the basically Indian stock market? Some of the points may be high inflation across the world. If the inflation at US level does not go down, then there is a problem. Then the interest rate cut may not happen. Again, rate C problem currently going on. No, some that terrorist attacks and all that on the ships and everything is happening. That is also putting a problem at the crude oil level. So that, yes, that you have to keep in. But if you talk about, yes, talking about OMCs, no, oil marketing companies, no, they have done exceptional business in last quarter. Of course, their marketing margins has gone up, and also the little bit of oil gone on a downwards trend, and that has helped the OMC to perform. And that's why you can see that all these public sector companies like ONGs and all that, no, their stock price has really gone up. uh, if you talk about public sector, like you should talk about railway stocks and all that. They have gone up during the budget period, and again they have gone down. The problem is wherever the you can say that the result are not supporting the flow of not flow, but no, the upside on the stock. That stock normally goes down. So yes, you always have to check the how is the result, then only invest in that stock. Otherwise, no, it will backfire you a lot. So yes, railway stock gone up, again gone down. But other than that, other public sector companies has really done well, and their profit margin has gone up, and they deliver the result. But the problem with oil companies and all that is a cyclical nature. It's not a company where you should think that it will be a compounding return. Now you may say Modi government is focusing on public sector, it will do well. Well, then, guys, if you want to invest, please do a continuous review of each and every quarter, because the business is cyclical in nature. That is what you have to keep in mind. Now, as an investor, guys, what you have to do? My suggestion is, guys, I just told you all the positive and negative and all that. But yes, positives are much more. So do invest in these stocks and no various sectors which is performing well. Overall, next 2 years, 3 years, I think or will be very good. Even next 10 years will be good. So selective sectors and no, again, selecting a good quality stocks is always going to pay you off. Talking about quarter three result again, it was a very good result, much better than expectation. Actually, expectation was around 11% for Nifty level. It has performed at almost 17%. Okay, so almost 6% outperformance. That is rarely you can see. So what it shows? It shows that now Indian economy is slowly going up, and all the companies are delivering results at their best. So as an investor, you should not miss this bull run. So do invest. So guys, hope you liked the video and hope you got lot of information about quarter three result. Just type in the comment box which stocks you invest in, any stocks you want to review or sector you to review. I'll try to cover that. And again, do like our channel and do like our video and do subscribe to our channel. Okay. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.